Hello, Pathway Stars. It's your friendly neighborhood music man here with your daily music challenge. Hopefully, by now, you've noticed the choice boards that your specials teachers have sent out to you. And in those choice boards, if you took a look, you might have noticed that the music choices that I have for you for this week mostly have to do with you making rhythms. Either you're making a rhythm with body percussion, or you are notating or writing out some rhythm based on things you see around your house. Well, today I thought I would add on to that with another rhythm activity that you can do outside. We've got a beautiful, clear sky, sunny day for us, so I hope that you'll take the opportunity to get out of the house and get off of the computer and off of your video games and do something outside with the fresh air. And so what I did is I came out and looked around my yard to see what I thought I could use as some instruments. So I had some logs laying around that had been cut up, and I've got 5 logs laid out here across the yard, and I noticed that each one had a different sound when I hit it. So if I grabbed a couple of smaller sticks, each one sounded a little bit different. And I thought that kind of made me think of a xylophone, because on the xylophone, all the bars going across have a little slightly different pitch, and I'm able to play songs on there. Now, I don't know that I could play a melody on this, but I could definitely do some rhythm stuff with it. Maybe something like this. So you could try that out too. Again, all I took was some logs and some sticks and started banging. Now, one thing I noticed is when I first started, I had the logs laying down flat on the ground, and they sort of made a gross thunk sound. They didn't sound quite as good as this. So I took some longer logs and laid them out and then put these shorter logs on top to give me a little extra vibration. If you remember when we studied sound, every instrument needs to be able to vibrate for that sound to be made and for it to carry. So I created a little vibration by putting these up off of the ground where the ground was sort of thunking them and stopping that vibration out. So give this a try. If you don't have logs laying around, you could always just grab a couple of sticks and start hitting a tree. That'll work too, and you can make some great rhythms on that. Another outdoor instrument I found was a pine cone. I have a ton of these around my house, and they sort of made me think of a gyro that we have in the music room. Remember, the gyro is the instrument that's sort of shaped like a fish, and it has ridges on the side. We scrape it with a stick or a scraper. So I found a smaller stick to use as my scraper, took this pine cone, and tried making some scrape sounds like a gyro. Kind of gives me the same idea. Be careful when you pick up the pine cones. They're a little prickly, so you want to be careful on your hands, but maybe that's an instrument you could try. There may be others in your yard that I don't have in my yard, so I'd love to see what you've got going on. But maybe you don't live in a place where there are woods and lots of nature around. No problem. I also grabbed the basketball that was out in my yard, and you can do some rhythms with your basketball as well. Maybe start off with a steady beat like this, and then mix it up. Just a thought. If you're not sure what I'm doing here, I encourage you, ask your parents to show you the basketball scene from High School Musical. They'll remember watching that when they were kids, and they give a great example of how you could use a basketball with some buddies too, or somebody else in your family, to make a great rhythm performance piece also. So I hope you'll take a chance to get outside today and make some rhythms in nature, some things that you find outside to create rhythms on, to create a little music outside. Stars, I look forward to seeing you real soon. Take care of yourself.